Well, what do you know about that, boys and girls? This is Tommy at AldermanFarms, and we are live in the barn. Say hey, Shaggy. Everybody say hey to Shaggy. Hey, Shaggy. There's Patty and Spree. Poor old Spree. She's 10. She's 10 years old. I don't know. Levi. And so here, Eli's over here, our neighbor from across the street. Hey, Tammy. And he's watching live. Now, what does that say about this generation? He's standing right here, and he's watching live. There's Blue in the background. Hey, Blue. Well, we are so excited about the possibilities now. I'll tell you what happened. We haven't had enough signal. I've tried. Everybody want to see a baby goat eating? Look at that. This is why we wanted to be able to do this. Sorry about the paper towels on the ground. We had to help one deliver a baby a few days ago, and we just didn't pick up the paper towels. But we have wanted to be able to go live from the barn, but we haven't had enough signal out here to do it.
This is our oldest baby right here.
Yeah, he's what, 2 weeks, a little over 2 weeks old? Hey, Dolphin Man, great, thank you.
This is the newest one.
Yeah, that's the newest, one of the newest too.
This is a girl. These two are girls.
We finally had 2 girls. So we got what, 5 boys and 2 girls, or 7 boys and 2 girls?
5 boys and 2 girls.
5 boys and 2 girls. Thanks, Chicken Coop.
This is Blackie. This is the next oldest.
Yeah, that's the one where I went live in the yard with that one here last week sometime. The Patty done woke him up. He's kind of groggy. But anyway, so we never had enough signal to go live out here. And I remembered that back with our previous internet, we had a range extender that we used in the house. We only had internet over at Patty's mom's house, and we used a range extender to bring it to our house. And I said, you know what? I just wonder. And I went and found that range extender and came out here and plugged it into the barn, and voila. Telling me I got a low battery, so I might have to get off here soon. But anyway, here's a live look at our mud, huh? Tammy, I don't think Tammy wants to know. Says she needs Nubian. It wants to know if we're selling any. Well, maybe we might sell you a little buck. But the 2 does, and the 2 does are not pure Nubian, but
No, they're almost pure, but they're not 100%.
yeah, they're almost pure. We can figure out and tell you what the fractions are, because we got them. Patty's got them written down, and it's nice how the camera just changes according to the light. That's pretty cool. Yeah, the pure Nubians that we had 5 pure Nubian babies, and they were all boys. So
Yeah, I was disappointed in that.
they are healthy, Dolphin. We've got one, Spree, who is our pure Oberhasli, and she's about 10 years old, and she's got a skin condition right now. She doesn't look healthy, but everybody else looks great. Their coats are good and shiny, and
Well, and you know, some of them look skinny because they just had babies. I find they do that. They'll look skinny for about a week, and then they'll start gaining a little more weight and stuff like
Yeah.
that. So, but we only have 2 more goats to go. This is Shaggy right here,
yep.
and she has to have hers next, I think. Or something she thinks she should.
Yeah, you can't really tell by the image here, but she's wide, boy. She's thick. See how wide she is, and her bag is filling
her
up.
bones are starting to poke up, and that's one thing I look at.
Yeah, you look at, show them where the indention normally
Right
is.
here.
I know she's not wanting to cooperate, but
Right here, it dents in.
up at the base of the tail, above the base of the tail, when they're really getting close to kidding, there's a very pronounced, there are 2 very pronounced indentions. So it's kind of easy to tell when they're getting really close. But anyway, so we will, let's see, figure out how to turn this camera around.
I like.
Oh, well, bring it over here.
Well, that's hers, and she's
Oh, yeah. I won't turn the camera and see Patty get stuck by the horns. But so anyway, we just wanted to do a little test. It worked great on a little brief Facebook Live video earlier, and now we're happy to report that we've got plenty of signal to do YouTube Live from the barn. And we're not going to do our show today from the barn, but
no.
we might do some later on. Do some milking demonstrations, and
We should have I just milked some because we got one doe So she's real full, and it's not time to milk her. We wait about 10 days to 2 weeks to keep the milk, but she's just real full. And so this is a half-gallon jar, and it's almost half full, so I got a quart off of her just to give her some relief. So
off of one teat, right?
yeah, and so she's gonna probably be a gallon a day milker.
Yeah,
I
which
imagine.
is good. If
Yeah.
you've got a goat that'll give you a gallon a day, you got a good one. And she's easy to milk.
And Shaggy, the one I just showed you, she's gonna be that good of a milker too. She's
Yeah.
always giving a lot of milk. But anyway,
Yes, Dolphin Man. In fact, in some Dolphin Man asks if people eat goat milk. Yes, in fact, in certain
milk or
cultures,
goat meat?
goat meat.
oh,
In certain cultures, it's a staple. In a lot of Middle Eastern cultures, in the Muslim population, and in fact, there's a slaughter facility, a processing facility, about 20 minutes south of here, that is owned by a Muslim family, and they provide goat meat all throughout New Orleans.
yeah.
Southern Mississippi, and yeah, it's a sought after commodity, and you got to be careful how you prepare it. Sometimes
They want the males intact and everything.
I'm just talking about if for me to eat it, because it can get gamey tasting. But yes, so lots and lots of people. In fact, if you eat any at any Mediterranean fare, the Hero or gyro, it's spelled Gyro. That is made from a goat meat loaf.
Oh, I thought it was lamb. I thought gyros was lamb.
Well, it may be.
know.
Now you've thrown me for a loop. you could very well be right. I should know that because we love Lebanese food. Hi, Cheryl.
Hey, Cheryl.
We love Lebanese food. It's our favorite type of cuisine.
Yeah, I
but,
really think it is lamb, baby. Sorry.
yeah, you could be right. It may be lamb.
Yeah.
But
we have eaten goat meat before. It's not something that we typically do is slaughter the goats. I don't have a problem doing that. I would want to, if I do any goats for slaughter, I would want to do them ourselves where I can treat it like my deer meat, because we have had some slaughtered before, and I'm thinking they hung it like they do beef, and it was rather dry.
Yeah.
And I didn't care for it. So I would want to do it myself, and because I always put it in an ice chest. And with ice, and then that turns to water, so it kind of soaks and kind of, it gets more moist and pulls the blood out. So that's the way I would want to do it. So
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know that we'll do it again because that processing facility that I mentioned that's a little bit south of here, man, they will pay us $3.59 a pound hanging weight, which includes the head, the heart, and the liver, I think. And so, that's a nice little paycheck for any male goats that we're not wanting to keep. I can haul them 20 minutes from now, and it's a nice little income for the farm.
yeah, it's a good little boost. So.
Yeah, so I don't know that we'll be. I mean, I don't know. We might do that sometime or another just to see.
We have all the pork we want, and also we have a calf that we're raising that will be slaughtered probably in the next 6 months to a year. So we really don't need the meat. But if I were to need the meat, we were only able to get one deer, which was gotten with Corey's car this year. So had we not been in the situation we're in with the pork and having the calf, we probably would think about maybe at least keeping one of these little bucks out.
That's right.
But because we know what kind of meat it's going to be.
Yeah, and we know it's going to be healthy and
because
clean.
we don't buy meat at the store. So
that's right. All right, well, we're going to sign off. I didn't plan on being on this long. We just really wanted to just test and make sure that the signal was strong enough to go live from the barn. So you can look for us to do that. Look for Patty to do that. Look for me to do that.
I may
often.
film my milking escapade in the morning. So
yeah, that'll be good. That'll be good. Bye, Hope. And so we hope to see y'all back here at 5 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. After, I think Homestead Mama comes on before us now. I think she may have a 30-minute show. Y'all sure about that? Somebody can tell me if I'm right about that. I think Homestead Mama has a show from 4:30 to 5 our time. But, so everybody, tell everybody bye, Eli.
This is our little neighbor. I'm fixing to start training him to help be my milker.
Patty.
What?
He's as tall as you. And you just said he's our little neighbor.
He's my little neighbor.
Anyway, and also if you caught our earlier announcement about our live show, I hope you watched all the way to the end because it was kind of funny. We were plugging that our good friend Chef Andy Allen was going to be on the show with us, and all excited. And then he sent us a text right in the middle of the live stream saying, "Hey, can we do it next week?" So Andy's not going to be here, but we will talk a little bit about fermentation.
Yeah,
and,
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, get your questions ready. The ones that we can't answer, which will probably be most of them, we're going to get them to Andy, so he'll be ready to answer them for us all, hopefully next Sunday.
Yeah, he's talking about next Sunday. So
All
anyway,
right.
see y'all tonight.
See you tonight.